I'll never tell, just trust that I'll keep it locked in a cell. Never revealing no secrets you're keeping, these promises strong as a spell. I'll never tell. Yeah, I like you, that's for sure. Never have to close the door.
Right, a brief technical interlude there, but we carry on, get underway with the last of our midday auctions, that being 26 Malta Crescent. We welcome back Jess Shane for the second time today. Her good owners as well, a much-loved home here in Malta Crescent, but they look to depart overseas and hand it on to that next lucky owner in their family. But the contract confirms it's a freehold parcel, 607 square metres makes up the parcel. You're in for Christmas. Monday, the 12th of December is what the contract calls for in terms of that settlement date. But you sit, of course, just steps away from the sand and surf of New Brighton, a terrific opportunity for families and their future. Of course, the lifestyle that New Brighton's so well known for, going hand in hand with living at this address. As I said, owners have loved their time here. They've looked after the home well, put money and time back into it with some updates, some upgrades throughout. I think families will really appreciate the choice of living options. Down below, nice and cosy with that log burner in place. Up above, that light-filled spacious area above provides some good flexibility. Also, good-sized accommodation. As I said, number of improvements, cosmetic and functional. You've got the two-car garaging beneath. You've then got further garaging and the workshop out back also. So great options for storage, for vehicles, for hobbies as a result of that. But a great location, great home, owners moving overseas, yours for the taking. What do we start with? Opening bid here on Malta Crescent. Where do we see the value? You tell me.
570.
Okay, thank you. On the phone, $570,000. Buyer there, work with that at 570. Does someone bid me 600? First call at $570,000, and who rounds it off? Twice. Third and final call at $570,000. Greg, I'm against you and your buyer on the phone there. $600,000, that's back with our owners. It's a vendor bid, as we are north of that figure at $600,000. Thought it'd be comfortable. Do we go back with 30 at 630? But $600,000 need to be north of there for the first time. At twice at $600,000. Third and final call at $600,000 for New Brighton living, for the sand and surf on the doorstep. Plenty to do, rich in recreation. Greg, I asked the question to the buyer on the phone. Anything better? On top of the vendor bid. Having the conversation. If it's just our buyer on the phone, I'm going to pause the auction. I'm going to come back with an update. I'm going to have a conversation with them. Maybe some difficulties they're hearing, but we'll come and speak to you back here in just a moment once we have that update. Bear with us.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. Thanks for your patience. The first of our 1 o'clock catalogue kicking things away is number 28, Roosevelt Ave in St Albans. Pleasure to work alongside Ken Ryan again for his second offering here today from the Avonhead team. He's obviously given you all the documentation you need to be here today, which outlines in the contract that you're offering is a freehold parcel of 645 square metres, more or less. Ownership coming your way on the 17th of November, just 4 weeks away, unless, of course, you're working to a few alternative dates agreed by the owner. So the offering itself is a residential section in one of Christchurch's most desirable locations. Being such a tightly held pocket of St Albans, bare land like this is something you do not find very often at all. So overview, obviously mentioned 645 square metres, the bare building platform, of course, apart from that double garage down the back. And obviously so close to Maryvale, the city centre, the underlying RSDT zoning, an absolute gem here in this location. Any buyer that's here today will obviously know that the area itself had a lot of movement in recent times, and a lot of the homes are well north of $1 million, so very, very tightly held location, close to Machino's Cafe, Melvin Park, and of course Maryvale just a few minutes down the road. Not far into the central city, plenty of school zones there, obviously offering Heaton Intermediate, St Albans Primary, and obviously very close to a few of the local private schools as well. So bidders, buyers, the ones here today, our owner has said very clearly, on to the next adventure. This opportunity is here for you now, very, very real. Who wants to stake their claim here in St Albans and give me an opening bid? Where do we see value? Where do we start things away? Call out a figure. Sorry, Logan? 625 at the back of the room. Logan bidding on behalf of a client at 625. There's the competition. What's the retort? Is there 25 to move things along, shall we say? But call it through at 625. First call. Any advance looking for 25 here? Looking forward. Second call. 625. What's the response? What's the answer? Lot on offer here. Doesn't come around very often. Do you reside? Do you rent? Do you build on the property? What's the options? You tell me. Second call. 625. What's the advance? 630, welcome to you, sir, and good luck at 6-3 and 0. 50 we have at the back of the room, nice and clear. Take confidence with a strong bid there at 6-5 and 0. 660, even better, like the band. Everyone loves it, everyone knows it. Is it straight through to 700? You tell me. First call, 660, back of the room. Competition where? Welcome you back in, sir. Another 5, shall we say, but it's 660 in the lead at this stage, Logan. Second call, looking for advancements from here. Take a 5 if it helps you. Third, final opportunity. A lot of options here in this location. Give you a wee moment to think about it. Welcome you back, sir. Take a 1 if it helps you out. He might put you in the lead. It's 660 standing at the back of the room. First call. Second. Third. What's the chance, sir? Can I welcome you back? Another 1,000, shall we say? Look, not a level I'm permitted to sell, Logan. I'll pause the auction at $660,000 unless I see any better and have a conversation. Auction paused at 660. We'll have a conversation out to the side, Logan. We'll go from there.
I'm coming home.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, an update for you on Malta Crescent. We've had a discussion with our highest bidder. We have had an improvement in that bid, but not to a level we'll be selling today. So that property's been passed back to Jess Shane. If you have interest, that is still available, so have that conversation. Now, and from there we will move forward if Karen Blair is ready to do so. Just one moment. Right, we move forward from there. An impressive opportunity this here at number 1 Bootfield Lane in Templeton. A one-of-a-kind residence, of course, contractually. Firstly, though, it is a freehold parcel, 2,176 square metres of terra firma is what you sit atop. Thursday, the 17th of November is your settlement date, and I know it's just been an absolute joy to market for Karen Blair from the Riccarton team, and of course, her good owners. We thank them for the chance to be here. But this is a property with a rich history to it. Built originally in 1910, the design, of course, by renowned architect Hurst Seeger. Love the combination of materials, the brick, the slate roofing, the rich timber detailing right throughout. It has character, it has heritage, it has charm, so much to fall in love with, you'd have to say. A majestic sense of space as you make your way through the home, with the generous proportions, the high stud ceilings, copious LED light windows as well. Up top, the 2 of the 5 bedrooms there with the en-suites, the kitchenette, that upper level really just about self-contained. That could mean it could suit various uses, extended families, further rental income, lots of good options that go with having that in play. The section itself, it's equally grand, equally impressive, beautifully established and maintained gardens. Of course, space to spread and sprawl, enjoy life over the warmer months as a result. And of course, a great spot in the Templeton community out here, but one of a kind here at number 1, a very special home to make your own. So buyers, what do we start with? Opening bid. Start me where? Is there $1 million appropriately for number 1? Do we get started, get excited at that sort of number, that sort of money? Well, I do at $1 million quite happily, and I've ended bid at 1. Do we get involved further? $1.1 million maybe, 1.1 is there. First call at just $1 million for this one-of-a-kind opportunity. 1910 Hurst Seeger architecture, some modern improvements to it though. Second call, third final at just $1 million, looking for 1.1 only. Well, stepping it and advancing it forward at 1.1, still on that vendor bid. You here to buy? Is there a hand up? North of there, 1.1. Do we go to 1.2? Otherwise, I'll hand the property back to Karen. First call at 1.1 on that vendor bid. Twice. Third final at 1.1. Right, well, Karen, I think 1.2 is as far as I'm taking things. I'm going to hand that back to you in the absence of a hand up here today. I know you've got people to talk to. So that property's passed and $1.2 million won't own number 1 Bootfield Lane, but we put that in Karen's capable hands. If you have interest north of 1.2, have the conversation with her. Thank you.
Okay, folks, off to Westmoreland we go. And very proudly brought to the market by Elise Ripley, of course, our Westmoreland expert. And in this particular case, it's 158 Penruddock Rise. Folks, I draw your attention to the contract, which outlines the property at 158 Penruddock Rise. It is, of course, a freehold section. It is a very spacious 1,402 square metres, more or less, a size you hear very rarely these days. And your settlement date set down as the 3rd of November 2022, so a nice quick turnaround and allowing you to get underway with your plans for your beautiful new home up here in Westmoreland. Folks, being based out in Horswell, I have the pleasure of marketing many properties in and around this area, or calling many auctions in Westmoreland. It is one of my favourite parts of the city, and that view is exactly why. Out down towards the Southern Alps across the city, an idea of what you can do on the site there, make a fantastic family home in the very sought after area of Westmoreland. It's sought after because it's so close to Horswell, it's so close to the city, just straight down Lincoln Road, but it's those views you get there unlike any in the city. Great spot here, folks. Great opportunity to get into a spacious, as I said before, 1,400 square metre section and build your dream home. So, folks, with all that said, where do you see its value? Serious sellers here today. Where do you see it? Call me your opening bids. 1,400 square metre section, should be jumping out of your seats and say $300,000. Is there 300 to get us underway? Well, folks, if you won't, I will on behalf of the sellers at $300,000. Look for a $25,000 advance on from here. Outstanding buying. At $300,000, can't buy a section anywhere in this location for this sort of money. At $300,000, 325 is what I'm looking for. First, second, third, final time. Well, it's one last vendor bid from me at 325. You do surprise me, folks. 350 would be your next bid. At 325, any further advance? Otherwise, at least we'll be going back to conditional parties from here. At 325, well, at least doesn't look like our buyer is here in the room today. I won't vendor bid anymore, but I have a clear indication from our vendor where they would sell, and we will be pricing the property at $449,000. Great opportunity here, folks. Great platform for your new family home in the sought-after suburb of Westmoreland. If you have any interest, please talk to Elise straight after the auction. Thank you.
I'll never tell, just trust that I'll keep it locked in a cell. Never revealing no secrets you're keeping, these promises strong as a spell. I'll never tell.
Yeah, I like you, that's for sure. Never have to close the door. Been a long time, a year before, and I'm missing you so bad. Gone away a month or more. Every show I go before, I need to hear that voice, cause right now feels like it's been too long. I could never let you go on thinking about those secrets true. And I would never.
Well, next up, a pleasure to cap off the good work of David Canning, the second of his properties and opportunities here in the auction rooms. That being number 7, Locktown Away in Yoldhurst. It is a freehold title that underpins at 457 square metres, more or less. Settlement of the contract calling for that to occur the 8th of December this year. But a property that is not even 1 year old. It's a chance to acquire that comfort, that luxury that comes with enjoying a near new home. It's another quality home produced by Enterprise Homes, been in business a long time, certainly know what they are doing. A sensible, well-configured layout, love the free-flowing living, that just extending out to your patio, that well positioned for sunshine. The rest of the section, easy care but fully fenced for the pets, for the children. You've also got that really impressive kitchen, plenty of extras to it. Fisher & Paykel appliances, instant hot water, soft closing drawers. That amalgamates to a lot, you'd have to say. It combines function with aesthetics. It's a great opportunity, as I said, not even 1 year old. So buyers, Locktown Away. Opening bidder offer to start things. What do we say? What's the number? What's the noise in the room? Where does it come from? In your hands? Is it 800 for something such as this? Vendor bid then, $800,000, comfortably done. Do you get involved north of there? What do we say? 850? First call at $800,000 on that vendor bid. Near new home. Well, you're in front. $810,000. Who contests from there at $850,000? Welcome in, ma'am. $810,000, looking for $850 still. Once, twice, at $810 only. Very much. Third and final call at $810,000. Any better, any further? Otherwise, dialogue taking place. Okay, pausing. Your bid, ma'am. Some work to do. We pause and come and see you.
right, ladies and gentlemen, off we go to Ilam. I welcome my very good colleagues from Harcourts Wigram, Ava Wang and Lynn Ma. Busy day for your team, Lynn. Great to have our owners here for the auction of 370 Clyde Road in Burnside. The contract that's been distributed to one and all states, you bid and buy a freehold estate today, a fabulous parcel here in Clyde Road, 690 square metres. Now, your settlement date, just 4 sleeps before Santa comes on the 20th of December. So plenty of time to get sorted and ready for moving day. Well, a wonderful home here, a solid brick and tile and a great location, really important for school zoning, that Burnside High. But of course, you've got lots of great facilities around you, the Jelly Park recreation, there's walks and lots of shopping precincts close by. You're also very easy to the Canterbury University and to the airport as well. The home presents so very well. Love those big bedrooms. 2 very generous ones and then a 3rd single. You've got those lovely wooden floors, just that touch of yesteryear, you would say. A modern double garage on the site as well. It's a great home to start in, a great home to get well ensconced into a good location here. So without any further ado, bidders and buyers, opening bid, opening offer. Where do you see value? Where do you say go?
480.
480, where was that? Nice to see you in, Simon, from the Harcourts team at 480. Good place to start. At 480 now, is there a $500,000 surely? First call with my starter at 480. Second, third and final call. Well, $500,000's vendor bid on my vendor's behalf at 500. Are you 520? 520, good to have you back. At 520 the call now, is there 540 perhaps? First call with my starter at 520. Looking for 540 now. Second, third and final call. Simon, I'm going to pause. You are my only bidder at this stage. Let's have that conversation, see if we can get your buyer sorted at 370 Clyde Road. Auction open at 520.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, a slight improvement on Locktana to $820,000, but not at a level we'll be selling today. So that property is going to be passed in, still available and put back in David Canning's hands. So we look for inquiry north of 820. And Harry, as you make your way to the front, we'll carry on from there with the next of our opportunities. We get underway with a commercial one now. Assisting him, Craig, as manager, the team from NAI upstairs, bringing with them 15B, Bishopdale Court. Funnily enough, it is in the suburb of Bishopdale. Harry, you know your commercial real estate. This is a good one. Contract tells us it's a stratum in freehold. It has that share of the 913 square metres. The very first day of December is indeed your settlement and possession date. But that commercial opportunity, whether you start, whether you add to the portfolio, good options to be had. Great location, you're part and parcel of the Bishopdale Mall, a great hub of activity around you as a result of that. It's an established precinct. It's also an established owner who's been an owner-occupier here in this building now, looking to become that tenant going forward. But an established business should give you confidence, as should that recently refreshed lease. 3 years, I believe it, Harry, it has to run there with the right of renewal on top of that. You'll be enjoying the cash flow coming your way of $93,000 plus GST per annum. It is sizable. The building, it's been well looked after. It's also had some care and attention put into it with that recent refurbishment, a bit of re-strengthening as well. Good off-street parking, plenty of that, but up for grabs most certainly here in the Bishopdale Court. So buyers, what is this one worth? $93,000 plus GST per annum. What do we start with there? How about $1 million? If I'm not mistaken, 9.3% return. That sounds pretty good to me. Is it of interest at $1 million? Is there a hand up? For that sort of cash flow, for that sort of opportunity, a tenancy, a lease in play with years to run ahead. Certainty there, peace of mind there. I start, $1 million, vendor bid. We put up 1.1, first call at $1 million, twice. Third final call at just $1 million. I'd be surprised if there's not. Do we go to 1.1? Buyers, again, if not, I'll hand it back to Harry. At $1 million as we look for the 1-1. Right, well, Harry, in the absence of a bid, I'm going to do just that if that is the case. If they hesitate, we'll talk to people post-auction. In fact, I'm going to announce, as my instructions allow me to do, that in the absence of a bid, I have been given instructions that the property can be made available and priced at $1,399,000, 1,399, of course, plus GST, if any, is the case. So $1,399 plus GST, if any. Handing that back to you, Harry. Best of luck, thank you. But good returns even at that sort of money. I thought that would be pretty tempting for a few people.
These skies have a different light, white noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's not only you, but I'm coming home. Hold on to my embrace, this time I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed. Life took us far apart, but it never took away my heart. Have you been holding it safe?
All right, folks, we go back to 370 Clyde Road. I left with the bid at 520. That bid's been increased to $580,000. At 580, it's not quite at a level I can sell, unfortunately. So I open up one further time at 580. Is there anything further? Perhaps 585 for that conversation. First call. Second. Third and final. Well, Lynn, Ava, I officially passed the property in on that live bid. Our owners, though, have instructed us to price the property. We'll work with that next lot of buyers, those conditional buyers, and we're priced at $629, please, Grace. So priced at $629. Great value here in Burnside. Lots of good amenities and schooling. So please do make yourself known to Ava and to Lynn. We look forward to that sold sign going up very soon. Thank you to our owners. A pleasure working alongside you, and all the best. Ned, are you next or me?
Recalling the way I could never resist. It's been so hard, but no, I wanted to stay. Caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you.
Right, a busy lady today. Welcome back again, Jess Shane. Next up, bringing to the auction arena, number 42, Flemington Avenue in North New Brighton. Thank you to our owner for her instructions, but the contract that we've distributed to interested parties makes clear that you are looking to bid and buy a freehold title of 534 square metres in this instance. The 3rd of November is your settlement date, short and sharp, not long to wait to make it your own. But of course, enjoying here that neighbourhood, that lifestyle, the location of North New Brighton, so very, very desirable, so easy, I think, to understand the attraction, the appeal of it. The beach, Bottle Lake, the golf course, it is all right there on the doorstep. So much to do, so much to enjoy in this area. You can be as leisurely or as active as you please. The home appealing too, though, it's that attractive beach bungalow with that super big backyard behind, a great space to spend time with friends and family entertaining, for the kids to run free and enjoy screen-free entertainment. The home, while it has that character to it, it's had some good modern contemporary improvements, the kitchen, the HRV system and more as well, just adding to the appeal. But as I say, a wonderful lifestyle here. I think you'll be spending days like today over summer out on that back deck, just enjoying a drink while contemplating what an excellent decision it was to make 42 your own. So number 42, Flemington Ave, we put to you buyers. What do we start with? Underway where? Is there $450,000 here to start with, to work with? Entry level, access to North New Brighton, to the sand, the surf, again, the golf course, the biking, the walking, a Bottle Lake. I start 450 comfortably. Again, north of there we look for, is it 475? Maybe straight to 500. First call at 450 on the vendor bid. Look for a further 25. Second call, third final at just $450,000. You take it to 475, look to make it your own, look to acquire. I'd say a lot for the money. Otherwise, back to Jess it goes. And you enter that conditional sphere. Right, Jess, if that is the case, I think I'll take the vendor bid last and finally to $500,000. Stopping there, of course, you need to be north of that figure if that's the case. So $500,000, back to Jess, still available, and we look for interest north of there. Thank you, Jess.
I'll never tell, just trust that I'll keep it locked in a cell. Never revealing no secrets you're keeping, these promises strong as a spell. I'll never tell.
Yeah, I like you, that's for sure. Never have to close the door. Been a long time, a year before, and I'm missing you so bad. Gone away a month or more. Every show I go before, I need to hear that voice, cause right now feels like it's been too long. I could never let you go on thinking about those secrets true. And I would never bet the world that I would find anyone like you.
I'll never tell, just trust that I'll keep it locked in a cell. Never revealing no secrets you're keeping, these promises strong as a spell. I'll never tell.
You're an angel, that's for sure. With some devil, hear you roar. But I like it, we on the floor. In my ear, be whispering. Used to have fun, now I'm bored. Do I miss you? Yes, of course.
All right, ladies and gents, thanks for your patience. Just taking you back to number 28, Roosevelt Ave in St Albans. After some very fruitful conversation backwards and forwards, our bid has been increased to $680,000. And our vendor has said, sayonara, onwards and upwards to the next plan. We're here today to sell at $680 unless we see any better. So is there any better going forward from here? I'll take it one if it helps. But first call at $680,000. Second call, third, Final call, delighted to announce if there's no bidder, it's going, gone and sold. Congratulations, Cairns. Well done, Patrick. All the best.
And then there were just two properties left for today, bidders and buyers. So the second to last offering, number 10, Matisse Place in beautiful Burnside. I welcome Jeffrey Smith, our owner's ambassador. He's been looking after buyers and our lovely owner here in Matisse Place. On offer, a freehold estate, a perfect parcel, 405 square metres at the end of this very short cul-de-sac. Your settlement date, just one calendar month prior to Christmas, on the 25th of November. You'll be well ensconced for that Christmas Eve party here in Burnside. Well, 15 years ago, Jeffrey took our owner to this property. She instantly fell in love with it and has enjoyed 15 happy years here in Matisse Place ever since. And so Jeff was very excited to get the call up and look after Anne, our owner, again in the selling of her home. She's absolutely loved this position, so safe, so secure, so very quiet as well. You've got quality residences around you, but you're just so handy to everything. She never felt tucked away from the world because from her kitchen sink she could look out across that tree-lined street, beautiful gardens in the area, a lovely vista when you're preparing meals and entertaining the family. Now, with a quartet of bedrooms in the home, she's had many guests over the years, family staying. It's been a very very convivial and enjoyable place. It just opens up so beautifully in those living areas. The garden sublime and very sheltered in that wee enclave outside as well. It's a popular location. There's very proud residents in the street and in that community, and it's a lovely, lovely space. Our owner's been a delight to work with. It is hard to say goodbye. This is a cherished home, but we offer it up for your bidding consideration, buyers. Opening bid, opening offer, hands in the air. That's what we want. Where do you see value? Start me away. Silence descends. Well, could I tempt you in perhaps at $850? Nice place to start. $850. Do you go there? If you've come to buy, it's the best place to do business here in the room, folks. Well, $850, that's a vendor bid from me. We get underway. Look for $900 now in this location. First call. On behalf of my owner at $850, looking for $9. Second call. Third final call. Surely. $900 is there. Interest? If you've come to play, come to bid. Well, $900,000, place a vendor bid then. If you won't delay, if you're delaying, I won't. $900 now, vendor bid. Is there $925 perhaps? First call. Second call. Third final call. At $900. You do surprise me, buyers. Thought we had some participation. $925, that's a vendor bid then. Keep things moving along. Your last opportunity. If I do pass the property in, it is available to the rest of the marketplace. At $925, a vendor bid, looking for $950 now. First, second, third, final call. Anything? Well, Jeff, no hands in the air at this point. We're sitting on our hands, maybe. All right, well, I will pass in, and at that figure, at $925, we're passing in. My owner has instructed me, though, to price the property at $1,050,000. That represents extreme value, so don't dally if you would like to purchase here at number 10 Matisse Place. Now on the market to everybody at $1,050, at $1,050,000 priced and ready to go. We wish our owner all the very best in her next chapter, and Jeff, a pleasure to work alongside you. Good luck in those negotiations. And Ned, the finale.
Right, lucky last, ladies and gentlemen, waiting very patiently in the wings. Debbie Pettigrew from the Beckenham team with the last of our auctions, 2-bar 260 Lincoln Road in Addington, contractually described as a cross-lease title. Settlement possession to occur the 10th of November this year. But of course, the spot here sitting near and on the fringe of the nucleus of our city, convenience as a result to so much. All that Lincoln Road has to offer, it's just mere minutes into the central city as well. It's a well-proportioned abode that's had that recent refresh and remodel. As you can see in the photos there, looking very spick and span, leaving the next owner with little to concern yourself with moving forward. Be this a home, be it as a rental property, it'll work well either way. Easy care will ask little of your time in terms of its upkeep. I just think ticks a lot of boxes, would work with a number of different stages on the property ladder. So buyers, here to purchase, in your hands, Lincoln Road, what do we start with? Opening bidder offer. For the tidy unit, plenty of convenience. Start me where? What's the figure? Is it $200,000? Does that work? Thank you. Had it here first, $200,000. Good to be underway. Sir, the next number, do we work with 225 maybe? Does that sound good? Good on you. 225 now, the bid on the back wall. 250 if you'd like to come back in, sir. 225 here. First call at 225, and here's 250. We look for 75 if you'd like, sir. At 285 even better, sir. At 285, maybe round it off at 300 if you'd like. But 285, there's the $300,000. The next number, so you tell me what it is. 325, and why not at 325? What do you think? 350 maybe, sir? But 325 has call. First time at 325. twice. There's the 350. And at $350,000 down here. 75 with a further 25 and round it off. Seems obvious, sir. Do we go there? Do we seize it at 4? Have 375. Once, twice at 3 3/4. Third final at 375. You coming? Your bid, sir. 375 against you down here, the rest of you as well. At $375,000. Contemplate and consider, sir. Debbie, instructions if you wouldn't mind, but 375 the money. As he takes another look. Rest of you, what about 10, sir? Does 85 sound good to you? At 375. Selling, 375. Putting the hammer down at 375. Any better, any more? At $375,000 for the opportunity for the first call. I'll work with 5 more. Do you go to 380? Oh, 1. 376, but just in time. On 376, 500. Yes? 380. Down here, was it? Oh, lovely timing as well. $380,000. Leaving it late, but back they come. 400 maybe, sir. 380's down here. 390 with the 10. Do we go to 400? First call at 390. 405. Even better. 405, but not over yet. 415 with a further 10. Would you try, sir? 410 then. How about that? Good work. 410. And enjoying your company. But just as much. 411. 12. Can do this maths. 13, is it? 412. Once. 15. Nicely done. Go to 20, sir. 16. Spend it slowly, that's all right. 416, 416. Is it 20 there? Is it 20 over here? Is it 20 behind with my starter? But $416,000. For sale? 17. So I take that as 500. Yep. 17 and a half. 18. 20. 420 now. 425. That's a good lunge at 425, but come back at 430, sir. Sigh. Be a further sigh if you miss it. 425 here. 428. Good work. 428. Well done. 429. 30 it is. At 430. Can I suggest? 31. 35, 40, sir, but 431 here. Plenty of convenience. Be demand for tenants. Great home to enjoy either way. 32. 35? $432,000. Back wall with ownership. Once called. At 433. Determined at 433. Only one the winner at 433. 35. 36. 436. I'd say 440, sir. So you do? Good. 440. We're on the same page. At 440. 41? Yes? Yes, 441. Got the wee wink? She's comfortable, 441. Do you line up the 4s then, sir? 400. One more, 42. 43. 443 here. 44, there it is. At 444, and we're having lots of fun. $444,000. 50 maybe the finish line. At 444. Too convenient to stop on, man. Do we go 45? Yes, 45. Sir, bid against you. Here, at $445,000. No, it's here. 444, 445, I should say. Do you say 46 or better? One more, 46. You can do it, ma'am. Stay with me. We'll get you home. 50. Potentially out of reach, but no favourites. 446. You're home at this point in time, sir. At 446 for the first, for the second. On top of himself at 46 a half. Do you go to 47 then? At 446, $500. Once. Twice. That's a 447. Did I hear that right? I did. 447.50, sir. I'm trying to help. There it is, 450. Back wall at $450,000. Should we try 51? Not sure? Have the conversation. $450,000 down to the wire at 450. First, second, selling. Is there 500 more? Third final call. 500 more at 450, 500. 55, can I say, sir? 5-1. Any more at 451? Could be the best 1,000 you spend. 451,000 there. Once, twice, selling. Third and final, you are certain? It's going at 451. I need an answer. Going. It is sold down the back. Thank you, sir. You worked very hard for it. Well done. But, ma'am, commend your efforts. Thank you. Keep working. Keep finding that next property.
These skies have a different light, white noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling home to say I'm coming home.